big 3-0.
Is Mike the death? No, Mike.
3-0, no!
Tomorrow, yeah.
No way!
No, 29.
Big one tomorrow.
We can have a look on Facebook.
It's all over.
Yeah.
Because Mike, when's yours, Mick?
Wednesday.
Cheers, I'm Tuesday.
Okay, so I think the three birthday boys would like. Well, we would like that, but as we're filming it, we might like a little book reading. And Ben, Saltwater Ben, was reading this book the other night in bed,
Yep.
and he rang me up the next day to tell me this. So we might like a book reading, and I think page 102, about last paragraph, the bottom of page 102, would be a nice. We would enjoy that, I think. Birthday boy.
We would.
We would.
Have you read this, Ben?
No.
102.
Yeah,
What?
bottom paragraph. So he's going somewhere.
The one that starts nobody knew the cause?
Possibly.
Oh, God.
Go on.
Hang on.
Yeah, you got a drink for this.
How far do you want me to read?
You'll know when to stop.
Oh, I've seen YHA. Hang on, right. Nobody knew the cause, but it seemed that somehow the infection could be carried, which is why the good people of Iam voluntarily decided to cut themselves off from the world so as not to infect neighbouring villages. They paid a terrible price. 2/3 of the inhabitants died. With my man flu, perhaps it's a good job I didn't go. I did, though, have tea and a bun in Calvin, sneaking in just before they closed, and they were jolly people. It was good to chat with them and take my mind off the last 5 miles to Hathersage, YHA, against the wind. It turned out to be a hilly 5 miles. Thankfully, the YHA had omitted to cite this particular hostel on the top of an enormous hill, which I had been fully expecting. Even so, I wasn't sure I could do another day like today. I was totally exhausted. The weather and my cold just seemed to come together at the moment I arrived. I was somewhere near the northern edge of Derbyshire, having truly survived the north-south divide, but I wasn't feeling at all well. I sent a text to Hugh, who lives in New York but works in Barnsley. Hugh, not feeling too good, but I need rescuing, could you help? Scott Tracy to the rescue, he replied. I looked at my own Scotch. What do you think? Do I go on? My Scotch, usually, said nothing. Am I reading the right bit, mate?
Yeah.
I was to share a dormitory in Alex with 2 others. One was a smallish man with neat dark hair and worried eyes. The other, a big guy with a big beard and a big Australian accent, said, "Hi, Mick." "No, Mike," I replied, shaking a big Australian hand. The 2 men looked at each other and the Aussie accent said with a smile, "You're Mike, I'm Mick, and he's Michael." Mike, Mick and Michael? Looks like it. Michael was a postman, using a walking week to sort his mind out after family and friend tragedies. I asked him if he had read The Missing Postman, the book I love. "You should read it," I said. "It's good." Aussie Mick was from Sydney, but working for the YHA in Adelaide. He parked his bike next to Scott's in the bike shed. Yeah, I got that bit. "Where are you striking to?" I asked. "Chatsworth. And you?" "Well, I'm on a long-distance bike ride to Berwick." Berwick. "Hey, that's great." The only thing is, I'm not feeling good. I'm not sure if I can go on. His head cocked on one side. "You'll be fine." Do you want me to carry on?
Yeah.
Nearly finished. I didn't feel the way I had at Bradford-on-Avon.
This next bit might put you sleeping with me. I'm a bit.
I didn't feel the way I had at Bradford-on-Avon. That was a cold ride that I had hoped to shake off. I never had. I had cycled for 5 long days since then, so through astonishingly bad weather. Now my chest felt tight. My breathing was laboured. Even when I wasn't cycling uphill, I felt drained. Totally drained. I phoned home, or tried to. The only signal from my mobile phone was a variable one when I stood in the front garden on a drain cover, held the phone and put it with my head, and hopped. I told Claire I might have to stop. I don't want you to be really ill, she said. No, neither do I. I didn't mention pneumonia. Back inside, Mick said, sleep on it. I tried to, but I was so full of cold that I could hardly breathe. Big Mick snored, and they were big, Aussie snores. End of story.
That's it.
Awesome.
And so Ben's reading that as he went to bed about
He must have fucking creamed himself with that.
Well, Ben rang me the next day and he said, oh, Mick, I'm reading this book. Because on my bike ride last year, I sent him a postcard every day, 64 days straight. And of course, as he's reading this, which is, he's going up from Portland up to Berwick. But he went through some places that I sent Ben a postcard. So he said, oh, yeah, in a minute. So he starts reading that out. And when he got to the Hathersage bit, I'm thinking, oh, Hathersage, I've been there. All right. Oh, yeah, the back annex. Oh, I stayed in the back annex. And of course, then he reads and crystal clear, I remember this guy.
Was he not?
No, it was alright. It was alright because I'm putting this on YouTube. And I'll send him a link. But, no, it's really good. But I remember clearly the guy, but I didn't realise it was an epic trip. I thought it was like a weekend trip. But anyway, that's it. Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, boys.